Would you please stand for the procession of our graduates? Please be seated for the welcome from Jacob Pesky.
Hello everyone. Today is a special day as we gather here to celebrate our graduation from high school. It's a day that we've been looking forward to for years, and it's finally here. As we look back on our high school experience, we can't help but feel a sense of pride and accomplishment. We've made it through 4 years of hard work, long nights, and countless assignments. We've learned so much during this time, both inside and outside the classroom. But we didn't do it alone. We had the support of our families, friends, and teachers who encouraged us to keep going when things got tough. Especially moms, happy Mother's Day to everyone out there. They believed in us when we didn't believe in ourselves, and for that we are forever grateful. As we move forward, let us remember the lessons that we've learned and the memories that we've made. Let us use them as a foundation for the future as we embark on new journeys and pursue new dreams. And finally, let us take a moment to thank each other for the bonds that we've formed and friendships that we've made. We've been through so much together, and we will always have a special place in each other's hearts. So congratulations, class of 2023. We did it.
Thank you, Jacob. We will now have the presentation of class memories presented by Lansing Perry, Olivia Mayer, Eli Oliver, and AJ Gruch.
My name is Lansing Perry, and I am here to tell you about the wonderful year of our freshman year. We started the year as the first freshman class with a 7-hour schedule instead of block scheduling. It was nothing new to us as we've had hourly schedules in the past. For those of us who are in band and choir, it was Jamie Rogers' first year at Wabunsee. Unfortunately, he only got to conduct 2 concerts that year. We started the year normally by taking required courses like physical science, freshman PE, and math. PE, for example, where we had to keep redoing our workouts because people wouldn't do it right the first time. And in science, how we did lab write-ups. For sports in the fall, football went 1-8, beating Central Heights in our homecoming game. Our class won for the best float that homecoming, and we created a float using the theme Visco, where we built a giant hydro flask. In football, we had quite a few injuries that year, including Eli Oliver and myself. During the season, Eli broke his collarbone and was out for the rest of the season, and I fractured my scaphoid in my first high school football game, but did not know until halfway through the season. Volleyball also had a very successful year, going 41-3 and winning a state championship. Both girls and boys cross country also went to state that year, and at state, Rebecca placed 11th individually. After the fall, we headed into winter and winter finals, where we survived our first ever high school finals. We then went to Christmas breaking, hoping 2020 would be an excellent year. For sports, boys and girls basketball both had new head coaches. The boys went 9-12 and lost their first round of sub-state to Northern Heights. Girls went on to go on to state and lost their first round to Valley Heights. After winter sports, we were excited to go into our spring sports. We had a couple weeks of practices until spring break would finally begin, although our school work still needed to be finished. During spring break, we started hearing rumors about this thing called COVID and how it could shut schools down. I won't lie, I was kind of excited about not going back to school, but I also hoped to finish my first year. Then there it was. The government called off school and we were all stuck at home. I asked my mom, the secretary here, what this meant for school. She said she had no idea yet and was working with other people in the school to find out. I asked her if we could finish the year without work, and she laughed at me and said, no. We then had to zoom into our classes and get the homework assigned over the classroom app, including all the geometry IXL lessons we ever wanted to do. I was okay with staying home for the first couple of weeks, but then it got really boring. After a couple of months of Zoom and online classes, we finally made it to May, and probably the worst freshman year a class could ever have was finally over.
In 2020, we started our sophomore year, a year full of what-ifs. This was completely different for everyone, not just our class. We came to school after an extended spring break that consisted of not doing much homework and just hanging out with our friends. Some of the big things I noticed coming back to school after freshman year was wearing masks every day, plexiglass in front of every teacher's desk, assigned seats that were spread out from all of our friends, and social distancing in the lunchroom, which caused the boys to not have 12 seats at one table. But we were determined to make this year one of the best. This year we were introduced to Mr. Rutledge as one of our teachers, or as I like to call him, Mr. Baked Bean. We spent our days in his room laughing at his dad jokes and watching Brighton fall asleep almost every day. We were able to enjoy Miss Barton's presence in the lovely online program our school paid for us to use during English, just in case we were quarantined again. I think we were all glad to stop using that program when the time came. Moving on to fall sports, our football team went 4-6. They had won their first playoff game since 1983. By the way, that was my dad's senior year of high school. While our football team was playing in Centralia for their second playoff game, the volleyball girls watched on live stream from Dodge City. The volleyball team ended up placing third after being 2A state champions the year prior. With only 2 seniors that year, it was nice to prove everyone wrong and still make it to state. Our very own Rebecca Stulzotz placed 14th at the state cross-country meet, and through all these amazing accomplishments, our school was still having trouble with COVID. We experienced many different quarantines, whether you had COVID or maybe you hung out with someone one weekend and they ended up getting 10 of us quarantined. If you know, you know. Another great memory of our sophomore year was our Body Fit class, which included Logan, Annie, Shaylee, Lanson, Jacob, and myself. Eck decided to finally let us have fun for once during finals week. We created a scooter out of old PVC pipe and some mats and pushed each other around for the rest of class. It was a lot of fun and a lot of bruises showed up the next day. But besides the point, as we move into winter sports, we still had restrictions regarding social distancing and masks. Our boys basketball team had a record of 13-13, but made it to the state championship, placing second in 2A. The girls basketball team had a record of 19-15, and they made it all the way to state tournament as well. This was the second time in school history that both teams had made it to the state tournament at the same time. After our winter sports concluded, it was time to move into some spring activities. We were finally able to have a prom, we did state FCCLA over Zoom, and we had our spring barbecue put on by the student council. A couple of us got quarantined in the spring, which means we had to Zoom into our classes. Ryan Shutter was always doing very odd things during these Zoom calls. He was either eating snacks, playing video games, and one time he put his feet up to the camera. I don't think I've ever seen a foot that big. The softball team had a record of 11-11, and let's just say they had an absolute bomb squad that year with 22 home runs and 4 of them were hit by Paxton. The baseball team had a record of 2-20. Another memory I'd like to share before concluding our sophomore year was when Annie, Hunter Ritter, and I convinced Carson Reeves to jump into low water one day when it was 30 degrees outside. We ended up convincing him by buying him a box of cosmic brownies. Sophomore year was a lot of fun and full of a lot of great memories. Now it's time to be upperclassmen and move on to junior year.
I'm very excited to stand before you today and share the experiences of our junior year of high school for the class of 2023. It made me happy to go back to our junior year and the memories we had together. It might honestly be my favorite year of them all. We were all coming back from our summer break excited that we were finally upperclassmen and didn't have to wear masks everywhere we went anymore. Football started the year off hot as we had the first winning season since the 90s and took down #1 ranked Centralia during a thriller of a regular season game. Volleyball kept it going with making it to state for their 4th year in a row with the help of Hadley, Annie, and Paxton. Girls cross country didn't slow down, literally, as the team placed 6th at state with Rebecca placing 15th as an individual. It was a pretty successful fall to say the least. However, while our sports teams were doing so great, it didn't come as easy in the classroom. Some of us were still trying to get adapted to new classes and having just so much fun taking tests in chemistry and doing 3-minute quizzes in FST. I can also say with first-hand experience that dissecting the squid was really cool, but very weird at the same time. Thank you, Mrs. Miller. Just like that, fall was over and Christmas break was just around the corner. With winter activities underway, boys basketball had another solid year, making it to the sub-state championship game for the 2nd year in a row. I can't express how much I personally loved this season, even though it wasn't a Cinderella story, if that's what you want to call the year before. As winter became spring, we all know what is around the corner. You know that one dance everyone is always talking about? Well, this year we were in charge of setting up and finally being able to go without being asked. Our class killed it with the theme, and I want to thank parents that help us broke kids pay for the dresses and tuxes that are just so cheap. Spring sports were highlighted by the girls' track and field team, as they became the first team in school history to win their regional meet, but they didn't just stop there. They went to the state meet and brought back the first trophy in Waubonsee track history, placing 2nd as a team. Rebecca aided that trophy by placing 8th in the 1600 and 7th in the 3200. It's crazy to think most of us are sitting in this gym a year ago today, watching the seniors before us at their graduation. We were all ready for our senior year and what we were going to accomplish. I remember thinking to myself that I still had a lot of time, and now that day almost feels like yesterday. Thank you, Waubonsee.
Hey seniors. While I may have been unsure at times, I'm glad to see that you all have made it to graduation. One thing I've noticed about our senior year from other graduating classes is that we gain a newfound respect for one another. Drama seems to subside as we all come to the realization that this will be our last year we can spend together, for better and for worse. Senior year came and went and gave us new memories to remember our friends by. And since you ask, I'll tell you one of my favorite memories. One of my favorite memories was watching Rutledge try and touch the ceiling just this last week. I'll let him keep his dignity and I won't tell you if he made it or not. Another time that I think none of us will ever forget is our game against Smith Center. I swear to God, I have not felt any more school spirit than watching that game. Unfortunately, I did not add as many sports statistics as my friends here. I should have thought of that beforehand, but you all know how you did. Of course, Of course, I know all of you have your own memories of senior year, and these memories are gonna last a lifetime, and they'll be what you remember your high school experience by. So please, appreciate the time you had here and know that it only gets better. At least that's what I hope. I have no idea I'm graduating to. Senior year came and went with a few pros and many cons. I've made a short list I'd like to share with you. Pro, becoming a senior gave us a new perspective on the adults and teachers around us and helped us form bonds that will last a lifetime. Con, you find out how much those teachers are actually getting paid to deal with freshmen, which will never be enough. Pro, you can laugh at the freshmen running the class or freaking out about some English 1 test. Con, you can remember that was once you. Pro, chemistry's over. Yeah, that's a pro. Con, you start physics. Pro, a few of us lucky ones turned 18 soon enough to be able to vote. Con, a few of us lucky ones turned 18 enough to be able to vote. That just depends on what perspective you have. Now, I'd like to dedicate the rest of my time to giving a little advice to incoming freshmen, underclassmen, and all of our favorite juniors. Enjoy the community you have in high school. You'll never have a stronger bond than those you end up graduating with and all those who support you, unless you join the military or a cult. Office ladies will be your biggest ally throughout your high school experience. Treat them with the utmost respect because they deserve it for all they do. 3 minutes may not seem like a long time to take a quiz, but trust me, you'll have more than enough time. I know Miss Hull may seem scary, but that's just because you're a freshman. She just needs time to warm up to you. Take classes you don't think you'll like. It's crazy, but you'll find out you'll enjoy something that you never thought you would. It worked out for me. Finally, remember high school is what you make of it. You have to choose to enjoy it, to actually enjoy it. And my final piece of advice is to the senior class itself. It's a quote from Mary Schmidt I think about a lot. Don't worry about the future, or worry, but know that worrying is about as effective as trying to solve an algebra equation by chewing bubblegum. You guys are gonna have so much fun these next couple years. I can't promise anything after that, but I know you're all gonna do great things. I speak for the entirety of the senior class when I say that, though we may have had some rocky times together, I'm so glad to be graduating alongside you. I think it's about time I hop off my soapbox, and I thank you all for listening. Godspeed.
At this time, please enjoy the musical selections by the Wabunsee High School Choir and Band under the direction of Mr. Jamie Rogers. my great pleasure to present the academic awards. The caliber of awards and accomplishments that students have achieved this year are not only exemplary, but a testament to the efforts and support from their parents, teachers, sponsors, and coaches. For this achievement, one must have a work ethic and dedication for academic excellence. At this time, I would like to recognize the following students who have achieved academic excellence at Wabunsee High School. As I call your name, if you'd please come forward. The following students have earned cum laude honors. Jacob Mezeki. Robert Potter. Rebecca Stolzatz. The following students have earned magna cum laude honors, and those are AJ Gruch. And Lanson Perry. The following student has earned the summa cum laude honors, and that goes to Miss Annie Wright. Congratulations to all on your exemplary academic achievement at Wabunsee High School. At this time, I would like to invite Miss Annie Wright to the podium to present on behalf of our academic award winners.
Hello everyone. As we gather here today to celebrate our graduation, I would like to reflect on the academic journey that brought us here today. Throughout our high school years, we have been challenged in ways that we never thought possible. We have learned to manage our time, prioritize our responsibilities, and work hard to achieve our goals. We have been encouraged to think critically, to question everything, and to seek out answers to the most complex problems. We made it through Mr. Alderman's 3-minute quizzes, Ms. Holt's chemistry tests, and all of us taking home the fake baby. And yet, despite all of these challenges, we have persevered. We have overcome obstacles, we have pushed ourselves to new heights, and we have achieved an academic success that we can all be proud of. But our journey does not end here. As we move on to the next stage of our lives, we will face new challenges and new opportunities. We will be called upon to use the skills and knowledge that we've gained here to make a difference in the world. So let us take a moment to celebrate our academic achievements, but let us also look forward to the future with excitement and anticipation. Because we are the future, and we have the power to make a positive impact on the world. I also asked some of my fellow graduates what advice they would give to underclassmen, so here are some of their responses. Quentin Willier said to not expect to have the same friends throughout high school as you did in grade school and junior high. Hadley Diepenbrock said, don't take things for granted and make everything count while you still have time. Ryan Shutter said, don't let time pass you by. Lanson Perry said, if you just do your homework, you'll get a good grade in class and also to listen to what people try to tell you. Jacob Musicky said, don't park in other people's spots. Olivia Mayer said, don't procrastinate because once you start, it stays with you your whole life. And Maverick Hoppenstein said, wear deodorant. Again, we have accomplished so much throughout our 4 years here, and I wish all of you the best of luck in your futures. Thank you.
At this time, we will have the presentation of flowers. At this time, I'd like to ask Miss Annie Wright to the podium. She will give the class farewell.
As I stand before you today, I can't help but feel a sense of nostalgia. It seems like just yesterday that we were starting our high school journey, and now we're standing here today, ready to take on the world. It's hard to believe that our time together has come to an end, and what will soon be going our separate ways. Although this is a time for sadness, it is also a time for reflection and celebration. We've made it through so much together and we've accomplished so much during our time here. We've grown as individuals, we've formed lasting friendships, and we've learned so much about ourselves and the world around us. As we prepare to leave this chapter of our lives behind, let us take a moment to thank the people who made it all possible. Our families, our teachers, and our friends who supported us every step of the way. They believed in us when we didn't believe in ourselves, and they helped us become the people that we are today. And as we move forward, let us remember the lessons that we've learned and the memories that we've made. Let us use them as a foundation for the future as we embark on new journeys and pursue new dreams. But most importantly, let us never forget the people that we are leaving behind. The friends that we've made, the teachers that have inspired us, and the memories that we've created. They will always be a part of us, and we will always be a part of them. One last thing I would like to say is thank you to all the moms who gave up their days to be here with all of us, and happy Mother's Day. So, to my fellow graduates, I say farewell. It has been an honor to share this journey with you, and I look forward to seeing all of the amazing things that you accomplish in the years to come. Thank you and congratulations, and as always, it's a great day to be a Charger.
Thank you, Annie. At this time, it is my pleasure to welcome Mr. Justin Frank, USD 329 Board of Education President, to the podium for the acceptance of the class of 2023.
Thank you. Well, welcome, and again, I'll say it, Happy Mother's Day. If you're not first, you're last. What a class motto for this class, right? I want you to strive for your dreams, and with this class and knowing several of you, I know that you'll be first. I also want you to consider a quote from the President and CEO of Kramerica Industries, Cosmo Kramer. Do we dream in 3D? I take that as learning to live in the moment. Dream your dreams, strive to reach them, but don't forget to enjoy the journey. And when you reach your goals, stop and bask in the glory of your success, because at that moment, those are your dreams in 3D. I'm proud to say that all of you have met the requirements for graduation. So congratulations and good luck.
Thank you, Justin. At this time, would the graduating class of 2023 please come forward to receive your diploma. Nathan Anderson. Lexi Benet Barnes. Kent Clarence Birkenmeyer. Jorge Gabriel Carmona. Colin Brighton Clark. Logan Michael Clark. Hadley Rose Diepenbrock. Jenna Kaylin Donaldson. D. Anna Glatzbach. Andrew Jace Gruch. Maverick Ray Hovenstein. Shaylee Marie Heidemann. Olivia Annabelle Mayer. Jacob Francis Dean Mezeki. Paxton Lee Meyer. Aiden Arthur Miller. Danielle Marie Murphy. Eli Jordan Oliver. Lanson Alexander Perry. Ashley Christine Piper. Jaslyn Jerica Janae Posh. Robert Lewis Potter. Brighton Taylor Reeves. Ryan Philip Shutter. Austin Michael Spellman. Elizabeth Stolzak. Isabella Ray Wade. Quentin Miles Willier. Annalisa Jean Wright. At this time, would the graduating seniors please stand? Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present the Wabaunsee High School graduating class of 2023. Happy Mother's Day and have a safe trip home. Thank you.